Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Today I'll be setting up my bullet journal for June. Usually at this time of year, me and my family like to travel to somewhere nice and exotic. I've been thinking about our trip to the Bahamas a couple of years ago, remembering the clear blue sea and the sandy beaches. It was nice and quiet at this time of year and we found it really peaceful and relaxing. So of course I wanted to recreate this feeling in my bullet journal for June. So as you can see, I'm doing an island theme. I have been playing Animal Crossing with my son as well, which must have influenced my decision too. I'll be using my watercolour crayons again to create the sea and the sand. I'm still figuring out how to use them properly, and as always I'll link the supplies that I'm using down below. When I think of islands, I think of the sea and the sand and exotic fruits and drinks. But I also kind of associate islands with solitude. During lockdown, we've had a lot of time to ourselves, away from the wider world, and space for quiet time alone. So many good things happen when you spend time alone, so I also want this spread to be a reminder of the benefits of solitude. I'm cutting around the island to create a Dutch door effect, which I haven't done before. Cutting your journal pages is very scary, so if you're doing it, just make sure you've got good sharp scissors, preferably a lot smaller than the ones I'm using, or a cutting knife with a cutting mat underneath would be even better, which is what I should have done. Also, always have a plan for what you want to draw behind it and around it. I'm using my Tombow Fudenosuke pen for the cover page. Next to this I'm writing a quote. "In solitude I find my answers." With a straw hat on its own in the sand to make it feel like you're alone on the island. I'm also adding some palm trees to make it feel exotic. On the next page I'll have my monthly log. I'm drawing around the island to create another island and filling in the space at the top with an exotic leaf that shows up on this spread and the one before it. The tape that I'm sticking down is protecting the space that my calendar will go in so that I can put my watercolour down freely around it and still have clean lines. Something I realised a bit too late is that I shouldn't colour the whole page with the crayon before applying water. If I do a small patch with crayon and then apply the water, it blends much better. So if you're doing this, remember to do small patches at a time and then you won't get the crayon lines like I have on my page. So here's my monthly log. At the moment I use it mostly for planning my videos, to schedule days for planning, filming and editing. I'm also including a small section for goals and tasks. And here's my Dutch door, front and back. Here I'm doing my June simple things list related to the month and the season. I'm drawing a footbridge that leads to an island up ahead and using the watercolour crayons for the sky, sea, trees and sand. The list is: take a siesta in the sunshine, enjoy alfresco dining in the garden, make a summer playlist, leave the curtains open and wake up naturally with the dawn, make a jug of fresh lemonade, and reorganise the kitchen for summer, reshuffling to make room for things like picnic mats for the garden, sun hats and garden toys. Next, I'm setting up a page to write a list of things I want to do this summer. Personal things, things I want to do with the kids, and things around the house. We've been hanging out in the garden a lot, and my husband cobbled together a wooden standing desk to work from. To me, it really looks like a garden bar, so I've got my sights set on transforming it into one this summer. So of course, I had to draw an island bar here for the spread. adding in some colourful washi tape. Now it really feels like summer. Now it's my final spread, the weekly spread. I can't think of anything better than lying in a hammock in between some palm trees on a hot day, and it suits my island/solitude theme perfectly. So that's going here right in the middle of the page. In reality, I'll be lying on some picnic mats in my garden surrounded by trees, but I can dream. I've gone back to a Monday to Friday layout because I've been in the mood for ticking off tasks by day. I'll probably switch between this type of weekly log and my non-standard weekly log that I talked about in a previous video. It really depends on my mood and how much flexibility I'm after. I love that about bullet journaling. You can always change things up to meet your needs at the time. Before I do my final flip through, just a reminder, if you've enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. Click on the bell to be notified when I release videos. Here's my final flip through. I hope you managed to enjoy some solitude in the sunshine, and I'll see you soon.